Had to cut some hoes loose, yeah. And shits, all the...
What do you mean by that?
Alright, so look, man, we're back again with another video. Today, we're reporting some breaking news. Lizzo, the body positive activist, fat positive activist, is getting sued for sexual harassment and body shaming? What? Isn't that crazy? Let's look and see what's going on.
Lizzo's hit songs are often accompanied by messages of body positivity.
Watch out for the big girls.
While promoting her Emmy-winning reality show Watch Out for the Big Girls, Lizzo told Today she was looking for dancers who matched that message.
I finally had the platform to do an open call audition for girls who look like me.
But in a new lawsuit filed by 3 former dancers, Lizzo was accused of weight shaming. One of the dancers, Ariana Davis, says Lizzo called attention to her weight gain with thinly veiled concerns, though she never explicitly stated it.
I just had this feeling that they had a problem with the way I was gaining weight.
Davis filed the suit with Crystal Williams and Noel Rodriguez. They allege that at an after party at a strip club in Amsterdam, where sexually explicit acts were taking place on stage, Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching the performers.
I briefly touched the performer. I was very mortified. Everyone burst into laughter.
It's something Davis says she didn't want
Mortified? Well, you know, if you're uncomfortable doing that, you're uncomfortable doing that. Nothing wrong with that.
to do, but felt pressured to do.
I did not ask for it. I said no multiple times.
According to the suit, the dancers also allege Lizzo falsely accused them of drinking alcohol before shows, and because of that, they were forced to audition for their jobs again.
She would pick and choose when she wanted to be professional and when she wanted things to be personal.
Both Williams and Davis say they were fired this past spring, while Rodriguez resigned. In an interview, Davis also describing an interaction with Lizzo.
She proceeded to say, you know, dancers get fired for gaining weight. You should basically be grateful to be here.
The trio is also suing Lizzo's production company and her dance captain, Shirlene Quigley, accusing her of forcing her religious beliefs on them. Lizzo has not commented on the suit, the champion of positivity on stage, now accused of enabling a toxic work environment behind the curtain.
Oh my gosh, surprise, wow! A celebrity that doesn't practice what they preach? A celebrity that scolds other people who say something about her, and yet she's doing the very same things behind the scenes. Oh my gosh, a degenerate celebrity that's pushing fatness and obesity on black people, okay? Specifically black women, because black women are the most obese group of women, okay? Every other demographic, the men are bigger than the women, but for black people, the women are actually bigger than the men. That's kind of tough. And you know, I don't, when I talk about these things, I don't talk about it to like shame people or make fun of people. I understand the body positive movement, right? Because everyone is born with different bodies. Some people are less attractive than other people. And sometimes that just don't make people feel good. Okay, I understand that. Cool. You know, you want something that's more affirmation based for you. Cool, right? Mainly be women that want that shit, because body positivity only matters when it comes to women. Men, you know, they don't give a fuck about men. Okay, it is what it is. Because we understand that's life, bro. You just got it or you don't, and you just got to find other ways to make yourself an attractive person. That is what it is. But you know, it's funny because they push these images on people, but it's like it's not okay to be big as fuck like that, bro. It's not okay. The only reason people get that big is because they're gaining more calories than they burn. That means you're eating more than you're working out. You're eating more than you're exercising. And that's not a good thing, especially since black women have the highest pregnancy-related deaths and complications. Usually they come from conditions or diseases relating to the blood or the cardiovascular system, okay? And I want y'all to look that up too. Okay, I'm not going to get every single word right, but I want y'all to look that up because that's real shit. And when do issues like that occur in the blood and with your cardiovascular system? When you are not healthy, when you are overweight, when you are obese, you're more susceptible to diabetes, for example. You're more susceptible to heart issues. And it's like, bro, you know, it's people's health on the line when people talk about this shit, okay? I know there's some people that come at it with like a mean-spirited agenda, but I mean, At the end of the day, what's better for you? What's not better for you? It's better for you to be big as hell, or better for you to not be. I went on a little tangent, but that was this stuff is just, they get me activated a little bit.
Preaching about sisterhood to then turning around and saying that it's a privilege that you know us by name.
Efforts by NBC News to reach Lizzo's production company were unsuccessful, and her dance captain, Shirlene Quigley, has not responded to our request for comment. We also want to point out that every claim in the lawsuit was brought against every defendant.
I mean, Lizzo's got such an online presence, Joe. What's been the reaction there? What are folks saying on the...
So after Lizzo posted to Instagram yesterday without referencing the controversy at all, many fans did react with dismay in the comments. Some other former employees, including her ex-creative director, have weighed in supporting the former dancers and suggesting they witnessed and experienced similar treatment. Some online are also pointing out, by the way, that Beyonce at her concert last night left Lizzo's name out of a lyric that usually lists her.
Yep, that's true. You can see that right here. Move. Beyonce omits her usual Lizzo shout out in Break My Soul. I think that's one song. Yeah, Break My Soul. That one. She performed Break My Soul at a concert in Boston on Tuesday, and then following the news, she left her name off of it. So the court filing claims that after performing a concert in Amsterdam, Lizzo and her crew attended a sexually themed show at a club in the city's notorious red light district, where Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers. Right. So after, working hard and performing, they wanted to go out. It seemed like maybe to like a strip club or something, which, a lot of women like to do. I'm not sure if they were male strippers or female strippers. I'm not sure. Okay, female strippers. During the show, Lizzo led a chant pressuring Davis to touch the breast of one of the new performers. Finally, the chorus became overwhelming and the mortified. So she felt the peer pressure pretty much. I wonder if they were drinking or anything. Because, sometimes if you're drinking or you smoking or whatever, like, you might be more susceptible to just do that shit. But, bro, if you don't want to do something, don't ever fall for some bullshit like that, bro. Just don't do it. What are they going to do? No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to. No, oh well. But I get it, social pressure, but still, only you control you. Plaintiffs were aghast with how little regard Lizzo showed for the bodily autonomy for her employees and those around her, especially in the presence of many people whom she employed. Lizzo, who routinely champions body positivity, is also accused of calling out Davis for her weight gain. For her weight gain, after accusing the dancer of not being committed to her role. Davis was fired in May for recording a meeting during which Lizzo had given out notes to dancers about the performances. So she got fired for recording a meeting. Well, for her to record a meeting, something must have been continually being said that she wanted proof of. Because, when you work with these big celebrities, these big Hollywood people, a lot of them be degenerates, bro. A lot of them like to abuse their power, and they feel like you can't do nothing. Like, you should be grateful if you have an opportunity to work with them, right? Like they God or something, but they're not. So it makes sense if something is already happening. It makes sense if you're going on to record it for proof. Isn't that funny, though? Fired for recording. Isn't that something that y'all, especially somebody like Lizzo, will be fighting against? And now you getting mad because somebody recording y'all meeting? Because you don't want something to be seen. Ain't that crazy? Things quickly got out of hand. Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers, catching dildos launched from the performers' vaginas, and eating bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas. Wow. The lawsuit states, adding that Lizzo allegedly pressured and goaded Davis to touch one nude performer's breast. That's crazy. The plaintiffs claim that just a month later, Lizzo deceived them once again into attending a nude show, thereby robbing them of the choice not to participate. And Twitter has been reacting real funny, right? There's a lot of, the girls and the gays, right, on Twitter, or formerly known as Twitter. They're talking about some, oh my gosh, if this is true, this is crazy. Oh, I can't believe it. But when it's a man accused of something, it's automatic. Yes, he did it. But now they see that their goddess, Lizzo, their Lord and Savior Lizzo, has been accused of being as nasty as anyone could be. And yet they have a hard time believing it. So, this is what I mean. What happened to believe all women, right? It's going to be real entertaining to see how they handle this. Because, I'm not a lawyer, but Lizzo low-key dry snitched on herself here. Wouldn't be surprised if these incidents happened a few years ago and the dancers had to go through a tedious process to breach the NDA. Look at this.
Yeah, indeed.
It is kind of crazy. Listen to this. I want y'all to hear this.
Had to cut some hoes loose, yeah. Indy ain't no loose lips. Now them hoes tryna sue me.
Whoa. Ain't that crazy? Why would you say that? Why would you put that very specific line in a song that's not really relatable to, you know, your audience? Why would you put that in the song? What are you talking about, huh? What are you talking about? Oh, snap. Boy, you can't make this shit up, boy. Hey. Gotcha. Yo, that's crazy. Let's look what some of the tweets are saying. Let's type in Lizzo. Let's look at what the people have to say. You're either fat or fat phobic.
Combination.
Jesus Christ. All my Lizzo hate for years is coming full circle. They used to call me a madman. So this whole time it was Lizzo saying put on a shirt, nigga? Oh my gosh.
So I just read through all 37 pages of the lawsuit against Lizzo, her production company, and the captain of her dance squad. And wow, there is a lot in here. I want to try to just give you the highlights and also not get banned because some of this stuff is pretty wild. There are 9 different complaints in this lawsuit.
I want you to realize how that mainstream news article that we read and the news report we saw left out a lot of the details.
Some of the complaints are all of the plaintiffs against all of the defendants being Lizzo, her production company, and her dance captain, Shirlene Quigley. And some of the complaints are just 1 or 2 of the plaintiffs against maybe 1 or 2 of the defendants. The first complaint is hostile work environment. The second complaint is failure to prevent and or remedy hostile work environment. Third is religious harassment. Fourth is failure to prevent and or remedy religious harassment. Fifth is racial harassment. Sixth is disability discrimination.
Whoa.
Seventh is intentional interference with prospective economic. 8 is assault. And 9 is false imprisonment. So 2 of the dancers we met on Lizzo's show, Watch Out for the Big Girls, and the third dancer was hired a little bit later. And we also met the dance captain, Shirlene Quigley, who is named as a defendant in this suit.
Okay.
A lot of major claims in this lawsuit center around the dance captain, Shirlene Quigley. And it seems, according to this lawsuit, like she was just this uber religious woman, and she was constantly trying to like talk about the Lord and trying to convert people, and people were uncomfortable with it, and she was preaching about how premarital sex was bad. And then when she found out one of the dancers in this lawsuit, Ariana Davis, was a virgin, she became like obsessed with this and would just like bring it up and talk about it all the time, which obviously made her really uncomfortable. But then it's like really strange because then even though she's like uber religious and preaching all these things, she would also like talk about weird sexual things in front of them. And they said that she had this like what was called a party trick where she would use a banana to simulate, you know what I'm saying, with her mouth, and it was like a thing she did. They say in this lawsuit that it didn't stop there. What the fuck? And that like in addition to like doing this like faux simulation with the banana, she would talk about how
Jit was giving the guac 3000 to a banana. Okay, oh, next one. What's her name? I can't see her name on the thing.
Like, pleasing yourself, you know, is against her religion. But then she'd be like, but oops, today I had an oopsie, which is just like strange. And they said like that, you know, she would talk about the...
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that this dance captain lady is a degenerate.
Sort of like sexually explicit comments so much that the entire dance team knew that her fantasy was having, let me see how I can put this, 10 eggplants in her face.
Whoa.
They all knew this, apparently. Another of the allegations in this suit is that after performances, Lizzo would invite the dancers out for a night on the town. And then one night in Amsterdam, she had this whole event like in the red light district at this like club where there was like nude cabaret performers. And Ariana Davis says that like, you know, she really didn't want to participate, but like she was being egged on and basically forced to, you know, touch the breast of one of the performer, even though she didn't want to. So what the dancers allege in the suit is that like, even though they didn't want to go to these places and they felt uncomfortable, they felt they had to for job security, because they said it was just sort of this like unspoken, you know, thing that dancers who...
Yeah, I understand that. It's the power dynamic.
participated in these extracurriculars, got preferential treatment by Lizzo, and had more job security.
That's the thing, bro. You got to keep it professional, bro. You can't, you start mixing that business shit with like being friends, and then if you're already a weirdo like Lizzo, apparently, shit like this happens.
Now, where the racial discrimination comes in, the dancers say that the management team was mostly white people, and that the production team treated the black members of the dance team differently than other members, and that allegedly they accused the black members of the dance team of being lazy, unprofessional, and having bad attitudes. So then, according to this lawsuit, they get back from the European part of this tour, and Lizzo's just like unhappy with all the dancers and says like, everyone has to re-audition, and your jobs aren't safe, and if I don't like the way you audition, you're going to be fired. And that this audition allegedly turned into this 12-hour day where the dancers just felt like scared to even leave the stage or they were going to get fired. So the one dancer, Davis, said like she really had to use the bathroom but was too scared, so ended up urinating on herself.
What the fuck?
So then where the assault and false imprisonment comes in, so two of the dancers, Davis and Williams, were fired, and it was like kind of embarrassing how they did it. They kind of did it publicly, and the other dancer, Rodriguez, like didn't really like how that all went down, so she approached Lizzo and was like, I need to have a talk to you about how you handle the situation. And according to Rodriguez in this complaint, she said that Lizzo got really aggressive, approached her, cracking her knuckles, balling her fists, and exclaiming, "You're lucky, you're so effing lucky." And she says that she believes that Lizzo intended to hit her and would have done so if one of the other dancers hadn't intervened. And then the false imprisonment comes because Davis said that, like, she had been accused of she had recorded a conversation that had happened, but she said that, she has this like anxiety disability where she like can't really process it in the moment. She needs to record things and listen to it later. And the management team and Lizzo were like, you recorded this conversation, got mad. So
anxiety's
when they fired her, they like allegedly kept her in this room, like went through her phone until they could like see that she had deleted the file.
Whoa.
There's still so much more to unpack with this lawsuit.
What the
and now I'm
fuck?
also seeing that other dancers are...
That's crazy, bro. Listen, it be, they find the right people to try this type of shit with, boy, because you could never do that shit to me. I'm already fired, nigga. You ain't going through my phone, making me delete shit. Nigga, what's up, bro? What's up? What's up, bro? We gonna box right now. I wish a motherfucker would, boy. God damn. That's crazy.
Their stories sort of corroborating what the dancers in this lawsuit are saying and saying they had similar experiences. So I'm going to keep sharing more as I get more information.
So I wonder if, because, women stick together, right? Girls stick together, right? So I wonder if they were communicating and they were letting them know that, we're going to come out with this soon. And then, when it comes out, we want y'all to stand with us type shit. Because it's good that the other dancers are coming out. If this is all true, right? I was just making fun of how some of these people on Twitter and online like to, if a man is accused of something, they automatically believe it. I don't want to do the same behavior. But I'm kind of leaning to this might be true, right? Maybe some stuff is left out. Maybe some stuff is missing. But these are some real bold things, bro. Not gonna lie, I've always silently disliked Lizzo. It always seemed like someone with a dark side, and her fan culture of not accepting any criticism directed at her just reinforced that previously unfounded belief of mine. Don't abuse your power. If you're a public figure, it'll likely come to light in the social media age. Duh. And it's just don't abuse your power because that's not a good thing to do. Let's see. You got people saying they want to wait on the facts to come out about Lizzo, but drove Majors to the ground during his allegations and didn't wait on Nathan, huh? Me watching Ariana Grande and Lizzo and Doja Cat get exposed in the same way for being terrible people. I don't know what did Ariana Grande do? And Doja Cat? I don't know. I don't follow this shit. But it's funny, bro. The fan stan culture online. I haven't made a video about it. I don't know if I want to because these people are kind of crazy. You also watch Swarm, but like these people online that go to bat to defend people that they don't know and will never meet. They go to bat to defend them if somebody even has a little criticism of them, and then boom, it comes out that these people are not the best people and they lose their minds. Duh. What the fuck is going on with all this celebrity worship? That shit is so weird to me. It's weird as fuck. Like, imagine worshiping the ground that somebody walks on. Oh my God! Like, losing your mind for another human being. The way I see these reactions, it makes you understand how cults work for real. and how easy it is for people to fall into a cult. A person makes art that you are a fan of. Suddenly you just lose your mind, and then that person becomes infallible to you just because you like the art that they made. That's such a weird thing. Like, I'm a fan of Dave Chappelle, Kendrick Lamar. I'm not gonna fucking start crying if I see their ass. I'm gonna be like, oh, what up, bruh? Dap him up. Cool. You know what I'm saying? You another human being, nigga. We bleed the same blood. It is what it is. And I'm not saying you can't be excited to meet somebody. That's okay to be excited. Like, you appreciate somebody's work. And you're like, oh, snap, that's them. Like, you happy. That's cool. But the lengths that I see people go to when it comes to this celebrity worship is insane to me. Like, I think it's mental illness. Lizzo probably be hitting people in the knee with her flute like Tanya Harding. What? That's funny. You wild. What else? This video of Lizzo was a massive red flag, and her fans just thought she was funny. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
If I could collaborate with BTS, I mean, that sounds fun. I don't know if I can make it through the studio session without having sex with all of them. If I could...
Oh, whoa. I'm going to say all this. If a man said that, whoosh! It's crazy if a man said that, right? Oh my gosh. And wasn't she like... You know, it's bad when men thirst over somebody, right? Okay, cool. You can say it's creepy, you can say it's weird, cool. But then when women do it, oh, it's just funny. They're just being funny. That's why a lot of things, too, with sexual abuse or assault or even rape against men, they don't care. It's not taken serious. You can say other men don't take it serious, true. But also women definitely don't take that shit serious, bro. Because they, the ones that do it, it's like, oh, whatever, you're a man, you can take it. You're not oppressed. Nothing can happen to you because you're a man. That's why if y'all watch Invincible, it's going to be real interesting to see what conversations come out once Invincible... There's a moment in Invincible that's going to happen soon. I don't think in the next season. Maybe in the season after the next one. Where the main character, something like that happens to the main character. And by a woman. And, even back then when it first came out, there were certain outlets like the Mary Sue that were saying, like, it's impossible for a man to get raped because, men have all the power, blah, 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 patriarchy, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, come on, bro, be for real. And they said, finally, we could cancel Lizzo. Street saying this is Lizzo. What? Gosh, bro, somebody put like some bowling sound effects to that. The most bizarre part of the Lizzo situation is how her brand was squeaky clean to the public eye for years. Whole time she was a vile ass bitch who had us fooled and hoodwinked. Y'all don't really care about what these dancers went through. Y'all just needed a reason to call Lizzo a fat bitch, and y'all got it. Very disappointing when Focus should be supporting those dancers who can use it right now. Y'all are weird. Y'all are weird down. The second time I seen down, like what do I think about that? I think that's definitely true for some people. Some people are like, yes, finally, see, we was justified in making fun of Lizzo and shit like that. But at the same time, the response that you're seeing is not any different from the response you see from anybody else. If a man did something and he got called out for doing some crazy shit, people will be like, look what we've been saying that he's weird. We've been saying that he's strange. Look what he's been doing. So, I mean, the response I'm seeing is not any different. Like, there's not really going to be as much focus on the victims as much as making fun of the famous person. But yeah, though, shout out to the three women, right? One of them, Davis, and I don't know the other three names. I forgot. Shout out to them for speaking out, because it can be hard to speak out against some bullshit, bro. Especially if it's like somebody that's especially if somebody that's a celebrity, right? It's a power dynamic. They have more power than you. If you say something, they could blackball you. You'll never work in the industry again. They can have shit happen to you, bro. And that shit is not cool. So definitely shout out to them for being brave enough. Shout out to the other dancers that's coming out and supporting them. There's another article. Filmmaker details alleged experience with Lizzo in 2019. Sophia Niall Allison said she was supposed to direct a documentary about the pop singer, but left the job after about 2 weeks. Damn. Oh, it's not even gonna let me read it. Paywall behind the Rolling Stone. Whatever. I don't care. That's the video. You know what I'm saying? Listen, there's some shit going on. What the culture needs to push is being able to call shit out. If somebody do some fuck shit, you should be able to call it out with no consequence, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, be able to speak on it. Because people be scared to speak on certain shit because they think something gonna happen to them because they got the power. Lizzo is a famous celebrity. Everybody loves Lizzo. If you say one bad thing about Lizzo, what happens? People on Twitter, people on social media, the media itself will come after you. Look, you're just trying to hate on a fat black woman, okay? Because she's fat and she's black and she's a woman. You're anti-black, you're anti-woman, you're anti-black woman, and you're fatphobic. That's what happens when you call out certain people like this. And that's the problem with a lot of identity politics, right? Because they get shielded behind their identity. They're seen as like a protected class, quote unquote. And let's say if you do have something valid to say about them, what happens? People attack you. So, you know, that's the problem with believe all women and believe all black women. And, you know, black women know best, women know best, black people know best. Like, bro, nobody knows best, bro. It's case by case basis, person by person. But yeah, man, that's the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Are you surprised? Do you believe that this is real? Do you believe that the dancers are coming out and what they're talking about is real or it's fake? Is it cap? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.